The state would call Rayleigh Voorhies Garrison. Electronic voice. Calling Rayleigh Voorhies Garrison home. She's in my phone, sorry.
Witness sworn.
Ms. Garrison, would you state your full name?
Rayleigh and Voorhies.
And
Could you spell your name for me, please?
My first name?
All your whole name.
Railly, and ANN, and Voorhies, Voorhies.
Yeah, you're really gonna have to speak up nice and loud, okay?
Okay.
yeah, that microphone will not amplify.
Okay.
Okay. In 2017, did you live in Delphi, Indiana?
Yes, I did.
And were you a student at Delphi High School?
Yes.
Do you recall how old you were and what grade you were in?
16, sophomore year, 10th grade.
Okay. Did you know Abby and Libby?
I knew of them, but I did not know them personally.
And as a high school student in 2017, did you have a cell phone?
Yes, I did.
And did you use social media?
Yes.
What kind of social media applications did you use to maybe keep in touch with your friends at school?
Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook.
And were either Abby or Libby in your friend group of your applications?
I do believe I had them as friends on social media.
Do you remember Monday, February 13th of 2017?
Yes.
Do you recall that it was a day when there was no school?
Yes.
Do you recall what you did on that day?
I took a walk on the High Bridge Trail to go take pictures with my camera.
And is that something that you did often?
Yes.
Okay. Would you tell the jury about how often you would go to the High Bridge and what you would do when you were there?
Yes. I would go at least 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes every day, and sometimes I'd go twice a day. I'd usually just go to take pictures or...
Would you go alone? With friends? What was your habit?
I went by myself pretty often, but sometimes I would bring friends or a sibling with me if someone wanted to tag along.
And so what did you do on Monday, February 13th of 2017?
I was at my dad's house and I wanted to go take pictures, and my sister who lived there with me wanted to go with, so I left with her to walk towards the bridge. And you have to walk all the way through town, and I passed my friend Bree Wilbur's house, so I asked her if she wanted to come, too. And then, farther along the path to the bridge, I stopped at my mom's house and brought my other sister with me, as well, so then the 4 of us took the trail up to the High Bridge.
Okay. You mentioned taking a sister with you from your dad's house, and what sister would that be?
Isabel Voorhies.
And what was Isabel's age in relationship to you? Younger? Older?
Younger. She was maybe 12, and she's my half-sister.
Okay. And then you say you stopped at Bree Wilbur's house?
Yes.
And how do you spell Bree Wilbur, if you could, for the court reporter?
Breann, Brienne Wilbur, Wilber.
Thank you. And so did she live along the path that you would take to go to the High Bridge?
Yeah, you would walk past her house to get to the road to take the trail, yes.
And did she go with you that day?
She did.
Was Bree Wilbur in your grade?
Yes.
So she would be of similar age?
Yes.
Did you and Bree Wilbur go to the High Bridge often?
She went with me a few times. I wouldn't say often, but we had gone together before.
So she did not go maybe as often as you would?
No, I wouldn't say so.
And then you said you stopped at your mother's house. Was her house also along the path?
Yeah.
And you picked up another sister?
Yes, Anna.
And was Anna of similar age or what would be?
She would have been about 13 or 12 or 13, as well.
Okay, so maybe you could show us on the map your path. Would that be permissible, Judge?
Yes.
To have her come down? Can everyone see the map? You should be able to. I'll give you a second to take a look at, okay? Does this map look familiar to you? Do you see where town is?
Yes.
Okay. And then, do you see Highway 25?
Yes. Here's 25.
Okay, you need to talk, you need to speak up. These folks cannot hear you.
Sorry. So this is Freedom Bridge, right? So my mom's house would be over here somewhere. Indicates.
Okay. You don't have to find her house.
Okay. So then if you follow here, you come up right here on this trail.
Indicates.
Okay.
And then cross Freedom Bridge, then follow through down here until you get to the Nature Preserve Trail. Is that where we're at? Sorry, I can't really read a map.
That's okay. So I'll make this a little closer, put this down. Okay. Can you see where the high bridge is?
Is it right here? Indicates.
That's up to you. Does that look like the high bridge to you?
I think so.
Okay. So you would come from town.
Yes.
Across Freedom Bridge.
Yes.
And follow the trail.
Yes.
And go to the high bridge?
Yes.
Did you go to the end of the high bridge?
That day, I did not go all the way down to the opposite end. I think the farthest I went was the first platform.
Okay. All right. You can have a seat. Thank you. So that particular day, you had 3 other people with you?
Affirmative response.
And that was a yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. And you walked to the high bridge.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you get to the high bridge, do you go out onto the old railroad trestle portion?
Yes.
And how far do you go?
Probably only out to the first platform.
Okay. And do all of you go?
I don't believe either of my sisters went all the way. I don't believe either of my sisters went onto the bridge, and I don't think that Bree went any farther than a couple planks.
And what time of day did you make this walk to the high bridge?
I believe I left home around 11:30, so I probably got to the bridge around.
Okay. So you're at the high bridge. What do you do besides walking to the platform?
I went on the platform to take pictures, and then I came back off of it, and I went down underneath the bridge to take pictures down by the water.
Okay. What camera were you using to take these photographs?
A Nikon camera. I think it's a D500.
So not your phone?
No. An actual camera.
When you get to the high bridge, you go out onto the platform. You said you come back and you said you go down off the side. If you're looking at the high bridge and you're on the walking trail, which side do you go down?
The right side.
Okay. Is there a path on the right side?
No.
And so how do you decide how you're going to navigate down the hill?
There's an area where there's less brush and trees in it, as if someone else has walked down it. You can kind of see that it's walkable. It's not an easy walk, it's a little bit steep, but you're capable of walking down if you're careful.
Did the whole group of you go down the hill?
Yes.
And when you went down the right-hand side at the beginning of the bridge, do you go all the way down to the water?
Yes.
What do you do while you're down there?
Just took some pictures of the water and like nature behind the area, just the woods, wood and rocks and stuff.
Okay. And then, where do you go from there?
We went back up the same way we came down, and then we started to walk back towards Freedom Bridge to go home.
Now, when you leave that day to go to the Freedom Bridge, do you remember what the weather was like that day?
It was a nicer day, it was sunny, it was 47 degrees. We were wearing light jackets. It was a nicer day, that's why we decided to take the walk.
And some people might say, well, why does she know it was 47 degrees back on that particular day? Can you explain why you know that?
My dad was worried about me being too cold without a jacket on, so my stepmom checked the temperature at the time before I left home.
So after you take your pictures down by the water and you're back up at the trail, did you see anyone on the high bridge while you were there?
No, I did not.
And when you turn to walk back, are you walking back toward home, toward town?
Yes.
Do you see anyone on your way back to town?
Yes. When I was almost back to Freedom Bridge, a man walked by, walking towards the bridge, and I said hi to him.
Was he the first person you saw?
On the way out, yes, but I had seen another person walking their dog when.
So you saw a person walking a dog on your way to
High Bridge.
High Bridge?
Yes.
And then you saw someone on your way back to Freedom Bridge?
Yes.
Okay. Now, was it unusual to see people, or was it usually pretty quiet out at the trail? I don't know what you observed.
I don't think that there were often people. On nicer days, I would see people walking their dogs or jogging occasionally, but not super often.
Did you recognize the person that was walking a dog?
I did not.
Did you recognize this person that you saw when you almost got to Freedom Bridge?
I did not.
Did you have a particular time that you needed to be home that day?
Yes. I had to be home at 2:30, because my sister was with me.
Was there anything noteworthy about this person that you saw on the way out?
I remember that I waved at him and said hi, and he did not say hi back, and he kind of glared at me a little bit and did not seem to be a happy person.
Now, after you go home that day, do you learn at some point that Libby?
Yes. I found out at cheer practice later that day.
And did you also learn that they were missing that evening?
Yes.
Do you remember how you learned that?
Bree told me at practice.
And did you have any thoughts about the fact that they were missing from the high bridge when you had been there?
I thought it could perhaps have something to do with the man that we saw walking in, because he seemed grumpy at the time.
Okay.
And was kind of unsettling.
Did you or the other girls with you have any conversation about this particular man as you were walking out of the trail?
I just told them that he seemed to be unhappy. They didn't notice him particularly, so they didn't have a lot to say in response.
After you go home and you find out that Libby and Abby are missing, are you then asked to give a statement about the person that you saw on the bridge?
Yes.
Do you believe you did that rather soon after that particular day?
I believe it was the next day at school. I'm sorry, it would be the following, not the day after they were found, I believe. Tuesday or Wednesday, sorry.
And I'm gonna backtrack a second. You have your Nikon camera. Do you take any pictures with any other device that particular day?
On our phones for social media.
Okay. Did you use other people's phone besides your own?
I think Bree and I both took photos on phones, maybe with each other's phones of each other.
Okay. And you said for social media. Can you explain what that would be for?
Like if you open the Snapchat and take a picture, it has the option to immediately post it on your story, so directly to a platform, not just to be in a camera roll.
And so did you do that for your own social media?
Yes.
And did you take any pictures with someone else's phone for their social media?
Yeah. I took a picture of Bree on the bridge for her to post with her phone.
Did you have any communication with Libby or Abby during the time you were on the high bridge?
I did not.
So at some point then, are you asked by law enforcement to give a description of the person that you saw?
Yes.
And what were you able to tell them?
That they were overdressed for the weather, in my opinion. They were wearing darker clothes. They had their face covered and a hood on with a hat, also.
Was it a male or a female if you knew?
A man.
Was that person Caucasian or of another ethnicity?
From what I could tell, a Caucasian.
And why did you draw the conclusion that he was Caucasian?
White skin, not dark, just regular white skin.
Were you able to see the man's full face?
No. He had something up over his nose and mouth, like a running mask of sorts.
And so motioning on your own face, how far up did that mask come?
Like around the nose, not up under the eyes, but above the nose.
Over the tip of the nose?
Yeah.
And you said it was a hat as well as a hood?
Yes.
You said darker clothes. Did you notice anything more than just the fact that they were dark in color?
Not particularly, just that it was overdressed for the nicer weather, when we were only wearing jackets and they had on a, heavier coat and a hood and a hat.
Okay. What about hands? Did you see the person's hands?
I believe that his hands were in his pockets at the time that we passed him.
So then after Libby and Abby's bodies are found, do you hear about that the same day that they're found?
Yes.
And in the days that follow, there was information released that had a still image of a person, a male, on the high bridge, and he became known as the bridge guy. Do you know who I'm speaking of?
Yes.
The photo image.
Yes.
Not who, but the photo image.
Yes.
May I approach the witness, Judge?
You may.
Ms. Voorhies, I need to show this to you for identification. So I can tell you it's marked as State's Exhibit 210. Do you recognize this image?
Yes, I do.
Do you recognize it as an image referred to as Bridge Guy?
Yes.
Judge, the state would move to admit Exhibit 210 and publish to the jury. State's Exhibit 210 offered.
It's probably already been admitted. Is it one in Chapman's report?
It may be a larger image of that. I can't tell you that for sure.
No objection. All right. Without objection, 210 is admitted.
Really? Do you remember how you first saw this particular image, Exhibit 210?
I believe that I saw it on Facebook for the first time.
When you saw this image, did you find it to be familiar to you?
Yes.
And in what way was it familiar?
When I saw the image, I realized that that was the man that I had waved at on the trail.
That did not respond?
That did not respond.
I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Auger. Thank you. Sorry. Now, Ms. Voorhies, I'm sorry, Garrison.
No, it is Voorhies. I have not legally changed it yet.
Oh, okay. Ms. Voorhies, you were off of school on February 13th, 2017, right?
Yes.
But you still had cheer practice?
Yes. I believe it was a make-up snow day. So we didn't have a snow day, so we didn't have to go to school, but cheer practice was still scheduled for the day.
Okay. And you had to be home by 2:30, right?
Correct.
All right. And you had a little bit of practice in this travel from the Let's Do This. Would you mind stepping down for a moment? Okay. And, Ms. Voorhies, can you kind of stand over there so that the jury, on the end of the TV, so the jury can see, and can you point to where you were traveling to go home?
I believe this map does not cover the part of town my dad lives in. My mom's house though would be, I believe this one. Indicates.
Okay. And can you stand over to the side a little bit so everyone can see you point?
Indicates.
That one? And then you had to be home at 2:30 to your dad's, right?
Right.
So that's even farther west? North, south, east, west?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of challenged, too. All right. And so this is the Freedom Bridge, and the trail connects in this little circular spot here?
Right.
Was that there in 2017?
It was.
All right. And can you point to us where you were when you saw the man you thought was the man from the video?
In this area, indicates, over there, closer to the end, but still in.
Close to the end and still in the trees?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, you got to Breeze on your way home. You got to Breeze house about 2:20?
That sounds accurate, yes.
All right. And you said that you probably got to the opening about 2:15?
That sounds accurate, yes.
And when do you remember giving a statement to Steve Mullen on February 15th, 2017?
Was it at the school?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And when you told Mr. Mullen where you were when you saw Bridge Guy in 2015, right?
I believe so.
2017, yes.
I believe so.
And do you recall telling him you were leaving the Monon High Bridge Trail, which is a few yards from the Freedom Bridge?
I believe I said that.
Okay. And so just a few yards to you means how many yards?
I will say that I don't know that was the most accurate word to use. I think that I probably just didn't have a great grasp on how to convey the.
Okay. And that you saw the man you believed, the bridge guy, about here at 2:15, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And that is 2 minutes after 2:13, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Mullen had you draw a map when he spoke to you on February 15th, do you recall that?
Yes, I recall.
And you put a time down that you saw the man on the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen that since then?
Yes. I think every time I've spoken to the police department following, I've seen the map.
Okay. Now, the man you saw was in all black, right?
I had said all black, but then, when I saw the picture, I did recognize the man in the photo as the man that I saw. I think that the unhappy demeanor read as dark clothing to me.
Well, you told Steve Mullen that he was in all black.
Yes.
And you even said black jeans?
Yes.
Black hoodie?
Yes.
Black boots?
Yes.
And black mask?
Yes.
And his face was partially covered by a black cloth?
Correct.
Somewhere above the nose?
Yes.
Okay. And he had on a hat?
Affirmative response.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
His hands were in his pocket?
Yes.
So this area is what you were able to see?
Yes.
So somewhere mid-nose to just a little above the eyebrows?
Yes, maybe a little farther upon the forehead, but not by, that would be more accurate I'd say.
Right here? Indicates.
Yes.
I have no idea where I'm pointing to.
That seems more accurate.
Okay. Now, you also described the man that you saw in his ear LY20s or.
I believe I said that, yes.
Okay. And he had a bigger build?
Or at least it seemed to be, 'cause he was wearing heavier clothing.
Well, you said bigger build, do you recall that?
Yes.
Do you believe he had a bigger build?
Yes.
Muscular?
I don't know that I would say muscular, just larger.
Okay. Do you recall giving a statement on February 17th?
At my yes, I believe.
Is it Anna or Anna Lee?
It's Anna Lee.
Okay. And you gave a statement on February 17th and you were with Anna Lee and yourself and Holly Spath?
My mother.
Holly's your mother?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right. And on February 17th, do you recall saying that the man you saw was muscular?
I do not recall that, but if I said it, I believe that I could have said it.
All right. He had dirty blonde hair?
I remember saying that, as well.
And it was long enough to be sticking out of his hoodie?
I wouldn't say it was super long, just you were able to see the hair color.
Outside of the hoodie?
Yeah, but not like any part, not like very lengthy, like not super long, it just, you were able to see what color his hair was.
Sure. And long enough was my word, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yes.
It was long enough to come out the hoodie.
Sorry, yes.
All right. And it was curly?
I don't recall saying that.
I'm going to show you transcription of a statement you gave on February 17th.
Okay.
Does that look to be a transcription of your statement?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see that? All right. And can you read your statement, what you said, on line 14?
It says, it was like curly.
This is improper impeachment. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. Can you read just to yourself, your statement?
Yes, I see.
Okay. And you believe his hair to be curly? Did you tell investigators his hair was curly?
It appears at that time I did believe that.
Okay. You also said he had brown eyes.
That sounds accurate, yes.
And a wrinkly kind of face?
Yes.
Square jaw.
I don't know how I could have said that with his face being covered, but yes.
Okay. And you also recall giving a statement in 2021?
Probably, yes.
I think you came up from Huntsville maybe.
Yeah, that.
And talked to the police, does that help?
Yeah.
All right. And in 2021, do you believe that you can accurately describe this person now or have the things that you've seen affected your memory?
I do think that my memory has been impacted by the imagery.
Ms. Voorhies, I owe you an apology. Oops, I did misspell your name.
That's okay.
Okay. I'm going to show you what I'm going to mark Defendant's Exhibit O, which is...
May I see the exhibit?
Oh, yeah, sorry. A printout of the map that we just talked about.
Affirmative response.
Could you circle on that map where you saw the man you believe to be Bridge Guy?
Indicates, I believe somewhere in that area.
Okay. And that was at 2:15?
Yes.
Can you write down 2:15 for me?
Indicates.
Thank you. Move to admit Exhibit O, Defendant's Exhibit O offered.
No objection.
Publishing. Without objection, O is admitted. Defendant's Exhibit O admitted. May I publish it? You may. Thank you. Defendant's Exhibit O published. Ms. Voorhies, you're 5 feet 7 inches?
Yeah.
Okay. And the man that you saw was taller than you?
From the perspective I had, yes.
Okay. 5 feet 10 inches?
That seems like it could be accurate.
No further questions. Ms. Diener.
Ms. Voorhies, we're gonna backtrack a little bit, okay?
Okay.
You said on your way to the high bridge, you saw a man walking his dog?
Yes.
Which direction was the man walking his dog walking?
He was walking towards Freedom Bridge while I was walking towards High Bridge.
Okay. Opposite direction?
Correct.
You spend your time at High Bridge, you're walking back.
Yes.
Toward town?
Yes.
Do you and your friends make stops along the way?
Yes. We stopped at a bench to take some pictures.
And do you recall how far down the trail you were when you stopped to take a picture of the bench?
I don't recall exactly how far it was, but I know that the barn with the green.
And so would that be in the section between the High Bridge and the Mears entrance? Are there houses or buildings along behind the trail in that area?
Can you show the entrance again?
Mears entrance. Indicates. High Bridge. Indicates.
I believe it would be slightly past that entrance.
So over this direction? Indicates.
Yes.
Okay. And so you stopped at a bench to take a picture?
Yes.
If there was a building in the background that had a green roof, were you on a bench on the north side of the trail or the south side of the trail?
The north side.
Do you see the building with their roof in this particular picture? Do you know where it is?
The green roof?
Or the green roof, sorry.
I believe so.
And can you come down and show us where that is?
I believe it would be this building right here. Indicates.
Okay. So you're pointing to this one right here?
Yes.
Let's use the pointer so you can back up to make sure the jury sees the whole thing.
I believe it's this building right here.
Okay. So that looks like it's a farm building, the green roof, and it was the in background of the picture. When you gave your, well, in relationship to that building and that bench, did you see the bridge man, the bridge guy after that photograph?
Yes, it was after.
And so it had to be somewhere between the green-roofed building and the plaza?
Yes.
Okay. The particular picture that you took that had that building in the background, who was in the picture?
I believe it was a picture of Bree and I, and part of my sister was cut off on the left side.
Okay. Do you think Bree also had pictures of that?
It's very possible.
Okay. And, oh, you can have a seat. When you were giving your statement to the police, was there any other man that you saw between the green-roofed building and the plaza?
No, I only saw one person on the way out.
Okay. And that was the man you identified as Bridge Guy?
Correct.
Had you ever given a statement to police before?
I do not believe so.
Had you ever been asked to estimate someone's height?
No.
Had you ever been asked to estimate someone's weight?
No.
Had you ever been asked to estimate a distance?
No.
Did you have the benefit of having something with you that had a timestamp that would tell you when a particular picture was taken or when you saw Bridge Guy?
I do not believe during my statement, I did not have access to any timestamps.
Okay. And you indicate that you saw the Bridge Guy when you were walking toward town. Which way is the Bridge Guy walking?
Towards the high bridge.
So when you saw this picture of Bridge Guy in the media, was it shortly after the girls were found?
Yes.
And at that time, did you have any doubt that this was the person you saw?
No, I would say I was certain that that was the man that I walked past.
And this picture doesn't help you with anything about his face other than maybe that he's Caucasian, does it?
No.
Is this picture similar to the person that you saw in any way other than clothing? Is there anything about this that causes you to conclude that it's the person you saw?
No.
No other questions.
Ms. Auger. The picture you saw influenced your memory, right?
I can say with confidence that the person in the picture is the person I walked past.
Okay. And I appreciate that, but my question is, the picture that you saw influenced your memory?
It's possible, yes.
And I'm showing you State's Exhibit 210. You say black jeans, correct?
That is what I said.
You said black coat?
That is what I said.
Blue hat?
I believe it was the hood that I said was blue. I could be incorrect, but.
Okay. All right. And black mask covering the bottom portion of his face?
Yes.
Nothing further. All right. Does anybody on the jury have any questions for Ms. Voorhies?
No response or indication from any juror.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. You may step down.
Thank you.
Judge, may this witness be released from her.
Any objection? No. And she is free to go. This would be a good time, ladies and gentlemen, for us to take our afternoon recess. While you're outside the courtroom, please keep your minds open. Please don't form any opinions or conclusions about anything. You may discuss the evidence that you've heard so far, but again, please, only do that if all 16 of you are present in the jury room at the same time, and please, don't deliberate. Gentlemen.
All rise.
Jury out at 3:25 p.m.
All right, let's take 5 minutes. Jody, you can go off the record.
Off record at 3:26 p.m.